Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and even though I have already put up a middle grade March Mystery Madness video, I am coming at you today with an actual TBR for the month of March. Most of these are middle grade books that have some sort of air of mystery about them, although I do have a couple that are YA and adult. So let's just get into the new ones, and then I will briefly go over the ones I have already mentioned. I went to the library with my daughter earlier and wound up picking three um, middle grade books and two adult books that will go in with these two readathons for the month of March. And then I have a library book that I hadn't gotten to in February, but does seem to have a mysterious element to it that I'm just kind of throwing in to middle grade. It's actually a YA book, so it's not for middle grade March, but it will be for March Mystery Madness. Anyway, let's just get started with the middle grades. This is Mandy and the Secret Tunnel by Lois Gladys Leopard. This came out in 1983, and I guess the Mandy books really weren't popular in my area because I had never heard of them until today when I was looking for mysterious middle grade books and stumbled across this entire series about this little girl detective. Um, this is a Bethany House Publishers book. Now, Bethany House does, or did, I don't know if they're still around, but they do like wholesome Christian books for young readers. So, this Mandy Shaw series is going to be definitely more along the lines of kind of the Nancy Drew Hardy Boys Christian based reading as opposed to some of the newer releases. And I'm really excited to find out more about it. My library does have like 15 or 20 books in the series, so if I enjoy this, I may go back and get a few more. Next, my friend Fiona went on one of my previous videos about March Mystery Madness / middle grade March and suggested that I pick up John Grisham's Theodore Boon, and Kid Lawyer is the first in this series. They actually had it. This is the only one out of the 4 or 5 books she suggested to me that my library had. So I was really excited that they have it. It seems like it's going to be a quick read. It's less than 300 pages, big font, and the story sounds kind of interesting as well. So I'm super excited to find out. Fiona and I have really similar taste in books. I'm really excited to find out what that is all about. I also found this fantasy mystery, and that is Patrick Carman's The Dark Hills Divide. It's the Land of Elyon book 1, and there are 3 or 4 of the books in the series, and the library also has those. So basically, this 12-year-old Alexa Daly is going to spend the summer with her father, and there's this old lodge, and she finds a mystery, and she goes into this other world, and yes, I'm super excited about that. And this is a really just very interesting looking book to begin with. The story sounds fun, so I'm super excited about that. Those are my 3 middle grade books, and all 3 of them are part of a series. The library has the next book in those series, so like I said, I may go back and get more of those books as time allows if I find them interesting. Now, the next book I have is an adult mystery, and it's one I've heard several people like Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books, and I believe Cherry from Cherry Walker. Several of them read cozy mysteries and have mentioned the Aunt Dimity books, and I've never read one. So I went looking today, and my library has several of the books in this series as well. They're by Nancy Atherton, and they had the first book in the series, which is sometimes really difficult to find because if it's a long running series, some of the books have fallen apart or the first book is out of print and they didn't order them until like the 15th book or something was out, so they don't have the fifth, blah blah, the first book, etc. So sometimes they don't have the first couple of books in a series, is what I'm saying. But they had Aunt Dimity's Death, which is the first in the series, and they do have the second and third books as well, like the second through 5th books or something. So again, if I enjoy this, then I can go and get the next book in the series, which I find absolutely fabulous. I love knowing I can go back and do that. And then the next book is a YA book, and this I talked about in my Friday Reads video for the last couple of weeks, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. and it's The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. This is more of a fantasy novel, but it does have some mysterious elements to it, so I'm sliding it into March Mystery Madness that way. Hopefully, I get to it soon and really enjoy it because I don't think they're going to let me renew this one again. Yeah, I got to get that done. And then the final book I got from the library today is Nora Roberts' Year One. This is the first in the Chronicles of the One series, and it just came out um, last year. So this is the first in a series, but the second book isn't out yet. And I really don't know much of what it's about, but it's kind of a thriller horror book. And it's by Nora Roberts, which means I'm going to enjoy it. So there you have it. And those are the 6 books that I'm adding to my TBR for March. As I mentioned in my last middle grade March Mystery Madness video, I have several that were already on my shelves, and those are The Prince of the Mist, The Midnight Palace, The Watcher in the Shadows by Carlos Ruiz Zafon, The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding by Alexandra Bracken, The Wonderling by Mira Bartok, The Shadow Weaver by Marcy Kate Connolly, Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend, and Crenshaw by Catherine Applegate. So altogether, I believe I have 13 books on my TBR for the month of March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, that's 13. 14, that's 14 books. And I also have an ebook right now that is the first in the Kilted Detective. I don't even know what it's called. I've read the first chapter, and then I decided I would wait for March to start before reading more. So that is Offkilter. That's what it's called. Offkilter, a Scottish Highlands mystery, book 1 by Hannah Reid. The ladies and gentlemen over at the Mystery Madness book club on Goodreads are reading that right now, but I thought I'd wait until March actually officially started to really get into it. So 14, 15 books. That's a lot of books for March, even if they are middle grade. I don't know if I will complete all of them. Now, last year I read 33 books in the month of May for middle grade May, so there's a good chance that I can at least get 10 of these read. Maybe. I'm going to find some audiobooks, guys. Anyway, let me know down below if you are participating in either one of the readathons that I'm participating in March. That's Middle Grade March and March Mystery Madness. Link me up to your TBR announcement videos and all that jazz. Let me know if you've read any of the books I'm motioning to that are off camera and you can't see that I spoke about in this video, what you thought about them, non-spoilery if possible, or if maybe you want to read them. If you're going to read them in the next month, maybe we can buddy read them. Let me know that as well. We'll talk to you guys again very soon. Until next time, I hope that you have a fabulous day. Read a good book. I'll see you later. Bye.